It's one of the worst cases of animal abuse the authorities have ever seen. 26 starving horses have had to be put down on a farm in South Auckland because of a lack of feed, which is being blamed on the drought.
A warning to viewers, though, some of the pictures in the story are very disturbing, so discretion is advised. Lisa Owen's been investigating and joins us now from the SPCA in South Auckland. Lisa.
I'm standing in what is essentially an animal graveyard. You can see behind me a mound of dirt where one of the mares who didn't survive this ordeal is buried. Sadly, beside that grave, another one has been dug. The SPCA is expecting more dead horses. This is not one of those heartwarming animal stories that has a guaranteed happy ending. For a start, that tiny 4-week-old foal is pining over its mother's now bloated body. The mare was shot because she was too emaciated to stand a fighting chance.
Oh, they were starving. I'd say they were starving.
A tip-off led SPCA inspectors to this property, where they found more than 30 neglected horses and foals foraging for food where there was none.
There were a large cluster of horses literally sucking pieces of straw from the dry dust. They were that desperate for something to eat.
Some have ground their teeth down for want of grass. Their shoulder blades and rib cages strain like a knife against their skin.
Yeah, come on. Come on now. It was just like a mob coming in, and there was a bit of fighting going on, and because they were just so hungry to get to that hay.
One horse wants hay so badly it squeezes itself through a wire fence to get it. This is the last supper for many of these animals. Assessed by experts, most are now too thin, sick and wild to be saved.
It's probably, one of the hardest decisions I've had to make.
The elderly owner responsible for this carnage is ill, but he still failed to have a drought plan in place when the grazing seriously dried up.
Help could have been called for, should have been called for, wasn't.
I'm pretty disgusted really, because there's never an animal problem. It's not a horse problem. It comes down to the people.
By the time this horrible job is over, 26 of these horses will be shot dead.
So Lisa, what action is going to be taken against the breeder of these horses?
Well, we're told the breeder is a 73-year-old man and that he is severely ill with cancer. The SPCA, as a consequence, has decided not to pursue a prosecution against him. They are acutely aware that they're going to come under some public criticism for that, but they've said that their top priority needs to be the animals. And to get those animals into their care, they needed this breeder to sign them over, which is what they've achieved, and they're wanting to move forward from there. They're very clear, though, any other people on farms who have animals experiencing drought, it is their responsibility to have a drought program in place. If they can't cope, they need to seek help.
Thank you, Lisa. Lisa Owen live from the SPCA headquarters in Mangere.